He's not there right now.
So this is for the little penises. I get it. Fair enough. We're efficient.
You been on Kill Tony yet?
Yeah, man. 621. Hurt my heart. It was tough.
Yeah.
So you got to shake it off.
Yeah.
That's it. I went up the next night.
Yeah. That's even good. So you didn't kill yourself.
Yeah. Nah, hell no. My wife, I'm
Come on, man.
My wife was like, what the fuck you mean that shit didn't go good?
Of course.
You practiced this shit your whole fucking life. We moved out here for this shit. Nah, she wasn't that. But she was like a little
She Italian or something?
Nah, she's Cuban. We're Cuban.
Oh, Cuban. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's high energy. That's
like,
good. Cuban women are pretty awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
Do you have a sister that's not married yet?
That's funny. Her sister is getting married like within the next year or two.
Oh, well, if it doesn't go through here, give me
Hell yeah.
mail my postcard to them because it says I'm single and not married.
That's hilarious.
My phone number. And
Robert's already giving
that's
postcards.
when my hair was dyed. That was about 10 years ago.
Yo, that's hilarious,
So,
man.
thanks, man.
I like this.
So I'm looking for a wife. Seriously, am. And,
You looking for a wife for real?
for real? Yeah.
We're trying to find him a Japanese wife.
No, I'm not. It doesn't matter. I just want a woman that's a woman from birth, remained a woman, and still a woman today. And then I want a woman that knows how to grow food or willing to learn. And I'll build her a giant greenhouse. She doesn't have to work. It'd be nothing.
Damn, dog.
She can be barefoot.
Oh, Robert got him, bro. We came late. Robert already saw.
No. Barefoot. I'm not saying
Let
pregnant. It's up to
my
her.
boy Bobby do his thing.
If she wants to be pregnant, I'm all for it. She can have as many kids as she wants. I'm willing to seed.
All right.
I'm willing to help seed the garden.
But you want her to fucking learn how to grow a garden.
Yeah.
And like not a metaphorical one, like a legit.
Legit. Yeah. I'll spoil all the money and all the things.
You're gonna eat all your groceries so fast.
Well, no, we're gonna still buy groceries, but I want
So
supplement.
am I tripping? Did I hear music back here?
No, it was just hey,
My phone was connected while I was trying to hit record, and it was.
Trip me out, bro.
Sorry,
I just
we
wanna
could keep
build-
it going if you want.
Yeah, I just want to supplement my refrigerator.
I feel you, but like, you know how much it takes a lot to
what?
like to produce enough food. Like think about it, all the food you're gonna produce, you gotta eat that shit when it's
Well, this thing called canning.
ain't nobody trying to eat canned food like that.
No, not in
Bobby.
the can, not in the can, the glass stuff.
Yeah, mason jar.
Yeah, that's primo.
Yeah, back in 1934, man,
It's all coming around.
depressions.
That's right. It's all coming around
And the
again.
Dust
You're not
Bowl,
wrong, though.
yeah.
I want to be prepared for
I've
that.
seen at least 3 Instagram reels with what he's talking about.
And I'm not
Yeah.
expecting my woman
Yeah.
to do all that herself. She can have helpers.
Robert.
We can have kids.
Yeah,
we
your
can have-
other
kids can
7
help.
wives.
Kids
Are
can
we
help.
talking
Robert,
more?
Robert, the
If she's
woman.
okay with a second wife, I'll have a second
Gone
wife.
from
We'll just have 2
political
kitchens.
to
We'll have 2
religion.
kitchens.
Robert got a when you filter things on like like Amazon.
Yeah.
Robert got like a bunch of like filters. He's like, she can't be this, she can't. But you can walk barefoot. You're like, I didn't even think I wanted to walk barefoot. But now that it's an option,
Now there's an option.
and then the option of, are you cool with a second wife? Is there?
Yeah.
So
It's there, if she
you got a
wants-
lot of filters, man. But there's somebody out there for everybody. I believe that.
Yeah, well, no.
Robert, there's
no
an
filters.
app for you, definitely
No,
out
for
there,
sure.
No,
for sure.
No, apps is all BS. It's got to be an in-person.
How
date.
else are you
man.
gonna?
Nah,
How else?
what a
Robert
waste of
energy,
time.
Bobby's energy got to come through. It ain't gonna come
Bobby.
through. It ain't gonna come
No,
through.
I won't. I can't relate through a
You know,
you can't hear
yeah.
sound and stuff. No.
You got to read body language.
Yeah, you got
pick
it.
up on senses.
That's right. Body language is the big one. Senses,
Yeah.
sound, touch.
Right.
You know, gestures. All
So
that
many
stuff.
times
Eye
I've taken
contact.
people's text messages out of context because I can't sense the emotion behind it.
Right.
And in my head, I feel like they feel some type of way towards me. So now I'm like in my head, and then when I see them, they're like, "No, bro."
You just nailed it. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's
This
like,
is called
I have
invalid
input for this one,
communication. Is what's
actually.
going on with
Input.
our
I
society.
have
need
input.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about this the other day. It's because people want it right away, right now. It's just a short message system, you know. But people don't take the 3 minutes it takes to type out what they actually mean, and that's where the breakdown comes in, because they're not actually taking the time to say what they actually want to say. It's just blah 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 blah. No emotion behind it. If you think about it and then type it, there's emotion behind it.
Well, it'd still be better if you wrote a letter and we could see some
Dude.
stationery and some pencil.
It's the same thing as a letter.
No,
That's
no,
yeah,
that's
no.
my point. That's my point.
No,
There's feeling
it's
and
not
emotion.
the same as a letter because it's a standard type.
Dude, how
When
many
you write
times
a
you write
letter,
a hand letter?
when you write never
Hand-
anymore.
It's the
But
same
when you
thing.
write a letter, you can tell the
You have to
feeling
They're
take
by
both
how the
right.
word
You're
is
both
spelled out.
fine.
It's the same thing.
It's just, you know,
Right, but here's the thing.
You
You'll
have to
find
think about
somebody
it.
through. You won't find somebody through that channel.
No.
But he might find somebody through
Right.
that channel because
Yeah, 'cause
he
he'll
got a
take
different
time.
way to
also
understand
also with
I don't know.
the
The other
dating
ones-
apps, the thing is
It's terrible.
that
What a waste
with
of time. Yeah.
no, waste of time is the swiping. Is you because you have so many categories of filters, like he was saying, you have so many filters
Which
of
isn't
like
a
you,
bad thing.
which isn't a bad thing. Which is
No.
like
Yeah.
you're
Wait,
trying
You
to
need that.
you need that, and so you'll have to.
Wait a minute. What are all my filters?
Like you
Dude,
were just saying, like all these
all
things.
of
She needs to like cook
She can
and
cook, right?
clean
Like, there's
and
women in this
bake
world who are okay with
and
cooking.
garden and
There's totally a woman out there who's like, you know
Yeah.
what? If I ain't got to do nothing but maintain this house and you know keep this
and they're
garden.
coming from across the border, so
Yeah.
Well, she can have maids too.
Shit.
Well, there you go.
So you gonna hire the whole family? Is what you're saying? I see you,
They have
Bobby.
laws
If
against
need
this.
be. I mean, I want my woman to be happy.
Hey, that's it.
I don't want her
man.
to be
That's all
tired.
that
I don't want her to
matters.
be tired because she's got some things to take care of.
No, but when you got all those filters, it's good because then like you know.
You
So
got
that's
it,
what
yeah.
I'm saying is when you put this in an application of dating app and then it gives you the match, all right, this is your match.
Okay, you want to?
But what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be dating that picture on that screen. You're gonna be getting a contact so you can set a date and go meet them in person.
So I did that once
Oh.
on one of these primo dating sites. There was no one for me.
What the fucking? Hold on.
Nothing came up.
I want to know where Primo. What is in Primo? What is the?
This was a while ago. My
right,
standards were different then.
right, for
Right.
sure. But what was if you don't mind mentioning?
No,
the,
that's fine. Go ask what do you want to know?
What was the name of the website or the service?
One of the earlier ones, maybe Match.com or something.
Okay, when that shit was like they had commercials.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
eHarmony.
Something like that. I'm not sure which one exactly.
Yeah, but it was like you had-
ChristianMingle.com.
it wasn't as easy as just being on your phone.
No.
Right,
no.
right. Oh, so you had
So,
to.
Oh.
so then, so
It was
I
a
searched.
different
I
level.
searched the whole United States. Nothing came up. Then I searched the whole world. No matches. Says fuck. Now I got to go to outer space.
Is this man trying to do crowd work on us right here?
Yeah.
He's trying to do crowd work on me, Bobby.
He's getting warmed up, I guess.
God damn it, Bobby.
No. Well, hey, introduce yourself, man, because we're rolling. So introduce yourself.
My name is Cbas. My real name is Sebastian Mattar, but everyone calls me Cbas. So I just
Cbas,
just
hell yeah.
Cbas. Yeah.
You're a fisherman.
I'm very bad at outdoorsy stuff, so definitely not good fishing.
Definitely
But
not.
I can catch fish. It's the getting them off the hook part that scares the shit out of me. That
Yeah.
I don't
That's
like.
crazy being Cuban because you had to swim over.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. You'd be surprised. I hate the ocean. So
Yeah, wow, that's
yeah.
interesting.
It's like my ancestors are like,
Yeah, they're
"Don't go there.
traumatized.
Don't go there."
They're
Nah.
traumatized. They're like,
I'm scared of the ocean,
Yes,
fish
yeah.
it,
So you-
sharks.
sharks,
mar-
definitely.
You married a
I'm
100% Cuban woman?
Yeah, she's 100%. I'm
That's good.
50-50. I'm
Okay,
Cuban,
so you-
Chilean.
Chilean.
Yeah, my
Wow.
mother's from
That's a good
South
mix.
America.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
my
good
dad
mix.
was from Cuba.
Nice.
Yeah, Cubans fuck everybody, man.
Yeah, I know.
Cubans
That's why I love
great.
Cuban women.
My one, yeah, I don't believe it. Now that's how I know your story was bullshit because you
No.
would have hit on a Cuban woman.
I
Outer
I
space.
really liked one Cuban woman, and let me tell you, I never got anywhere with her. She's a lesbian. She liked me. I went and did some work.
Women are tough.
I did some work at her house. I said, "Hey, you have a pool? Do you mind if I skinny dip?"
Yeah, that's a quick way to get fired on the job.
No.
That's a quick way.
She said, "I won't be back for
be
for
right
an
back,
hour. Go
one
ahead and skinny dip." She didn't
One
mind.
second, let me see.
Wait, hold on. What's
Still-
going on here?
She let me skinny dip.
He's just leaving.
No,
This is his podcast and he's walking out.
we
on
gotta check the cameras.
He
Thank
checks
you.
it every so often.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. That's
Like
how
this?
you know y'all missed on a bunch of content because that camera. go
No,
out
not
on here.
necessarily.
Sometimes
What's
does
happened?
Hey, bro, it's
it has
happened
happened
so
to
many
us
times.
once.
And that's all it takes.
It was a godsend.
was
It
a
happened
godsend.
once. It was a godsend. We went into something. I'm glad, but I don't even.
Yeah,
I was
don't bring it
thinking
up.
of
Don't
trying
talk
to
about it.
remember what we were talking about.
I remember, but we don't need to
but
talk
it was
about
like something like
faux pas. It was very.
it was
faux pas.
like some energy. voodoo
Everything
shit.
happened first.
And I'm like, well, like we're glad.
It is what it is.
Cool.
Well, but yeah, so I'm half Cuban, half Chilean.
Hell yeah.
And how long you been doing comedy?
About 6-7 years.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're doing it pretty
Mostly in
full-time, or
Mostly in Miami and full time. I mean, it's kind of
you
slowed down.
making some money?
I did when I left Miami, but then last year it kind of went down a little, and I haven't gotten a paid gig this year so far. But I'm just riding the wave, just trying to still go up. You know, still put the time in and work the bits and this and that. And that. I feel like one of the worst things for me was networking when I moved out here.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's what's cost me a lot of opportunities to like not do shows. Like in Miami, I had my own show. I had like a few weekly showcases that I could count on. Like I was doing mics for sure.
But you had put time in there too, so
But
you're just new here.
The
so.
scene is different, you know what I mean?
Right.
The way people like receive you is different. Like in Miami, you were an outsider. Everybody was like, yo, go to this show. They put you on a showcase, like no problem. Here, when I got here, it was like everybody's an outsider. You know what I mean? Everyone's an outsider. Everyone's an outsider. For a big majority of the people are outsiders. A big majority of people are comics.
Yes.
A big majority of people think they're funny enough to do showcase spots, right? Because that's why I asked, because I believe I'm funny enough. But so then it's like this it's not competition, but like it's, you know, there's certain people that just like aren't just gonna book you off your word. Because that's how I came here, thinking it was gonna be like Miami, where you can kind of tell people like, oh yo, could I just jump on the show or whatever the case may be, and it didn't necessarily translate like that for me. But it's been like a different chapter into like my comedy world, and made me like branch out and do shit and go places I ain't been. So yeah, I feel like that's really what my focus is this year, is trying to network more and you know, try to build that connection to get booked. Because like, yeah, man, I'm not making money off this shit. I haven't made $1 this year, and that's a problem.
How many minutes you got? Solid minutes.
What I've done like straight for a show the most was 35. I was supposed to do 30, and I feel like that was 30 that was rocking, and like it wasn't like A+ material top to bottom, but it was definitely my heavier stuff, and it wasn't heavy on like crowd work and like trying to stretch it out. It was just like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna go here, this is gonna segue here. Like I have the set list I use, I have it somewhere, and like you can see where I like highlight my transitions. Like I'm gonna go talk about this and then bring it here, and then I have like another highlight for a different color of like, this is gonna be a callback, I'm setting it up here so I can bring it back here. So I typed the whole thing out. I like ran through it. I have like a microphone and a speaker in my house from when I produced my shows in Miami. So I'll just run it. I'll do because like you're not gonna go to an open mic to get 30 minutes. No. Like get the fuck out of here. So how the fuck do you practice?
Excuse me, you said do you?
So I start.
No, he's Cuban.
No, bro.
No,
come on, man. We'll get to that part.
No, but he's
every time, Robert.
No, man.
Every time.
Showing respect.
So
Every time.
for the culture, you know, showing respect for the culture.
I'll run the set.
Out.
no, he's right. You can't. There's no 30-minute open mic.
Yeah, you're not gonna get 30 minutes. I mean, you could try and be an asshole and run the lobby, and everybody gonna hate you. But I'm not gonna take that route.
No.
You've already done that once.
Nah, bro. No. I did that once without noticing, and I regret.
Yeah,
I never once did it again.
Yeah.
We'll get into that too. Yeah. So.
But you have a recorder in the home.
Yeah, I got my PA system, so I wrote my whole set out. I did everything, and we went. I think like of the 3 comics, 2 of them went short on time. We needed 15, 20, 30, and host did 15 up front. So I think the host did 15. Then I think the first person was like 3 minutes short. Then the other person went like 5 minutes short. So then it was like 8 minutes there. So they were letting me keep going from 35, but I was like, man, there was like one more bit that I could have dug into, but I needed like a few more seconds to get there, because once I got off is when I was like, fuck, I could have taken it here, and I didn't. But whatever, like I ended on a good laugh. I ended when I wanted to, and like even the host was like, damn, bro, like you still had a few more, like you could have kept going a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I think I maybe could have pushed 40, but that's like really stretching it. But like for real, like written out material going 30 minutes, I feel like I have solid.
So in that 30 minutes, what would you rate that comedy? Like PG, 13, R, X?
I think PG-13. I never say nothing. Like I use a lot of colorful words.
Good. See,
That's one of my crutches, though. I know it's a
Yeah.
crutch. I listen to myself, and when I listen to myself, I'm like, and I hate listening to myself.
Yeah.
well,
And I don't do it often for this reason, because I listen and I'm like, what? Who taught you how to speak? Why do you talk like that, bro? That
Yeah,
shit's
well, why is
embarrassing.
that word coming
nobody,
out like that?
Nobody likes their recorded voice.
No, bro.
No, I hate it.
I don't,
But I'd
I
listen
don't
to
whine
it.
about the voice. It's what I'm saying that bothers me. Where I'm like, dude, use your words. You're 30, man. What the heck?
PG-13, that's good.
Yeah, because I'm
There's
not.
not a lot of filth in there. Like you're not saying the F-bomb 1,000 times or dick all the time.
Dick, no. F-bomb, yeah, but I blame Cat Williams for that. Because, like, I grew up watching Cat, and I realized when I listen to my sets over, I'm like, when people go, like, I see a little this in my set, like, I see the Cat Williams in my set. When
Yeah,
I'm like, motherfucker, this in my...
using-
And it's a crutch for me, though. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do somebody's style because it works for them. Like, that's their style. I know that I do it because it's a crutch. I know where it started from, and I try to not do it, but that for the most part, like my material, I can take out a cuss word and it's still it'll
funny.
translate.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So it's not like I'm out here like, oh, abortion and like really raunchy stuff. I'm like,
Raunchy,
nah,
yeah.
bro. I'm talking about my dog and like my wife and like me going to the doctor and stuff like that. You know, like everyday stuff
Everyday
Yeah,
stuff.
that just be
Relatable.
happening to me. There's no crazy situations. You know, like
Nice.
so. I would say like PG-13.
Cool.
PG-13.
Yeah, because I got some big things coming up, so I'm looking for fairly clean comedians. You know, not filthy.
I can't take Bobby serious right now.
No, I'm serious.
Bobby serious.
All right,
No, I ain't shitting you.
don't shit on me, man.
No, fuck.
I know how literal you are, bro. If I
Not-
say something, you gonna shit on me.
No, I'll go outside and shit if I have to.
Not that German.
I would never shit on someone.
Um,
But yeah, so that's good to know.
yeah,
And
man.
it's good to know you got 30 minutes in your pocket.
Yeah. And I'm trying to like right now. This past like I would say these past like 4 or 5 months have really been like trying to carve out new material.
Are you gonna do any of the mics this week that I can stop and see you perform?
Tomorrow I'll probably go to the Challenge mic
Where's that at?
up north. It's kind of like by you know where Anderson Mill Pub is.
Yeah.
It's right by. It's like 3 minutes away from Anderson Mill Pub. So I'll hit that spot like at 7. It's like a 7:45 sign up, and then I'll pop over to Anderson. You gotta message Chris like at 11 a.m. I got an alarm, so I'll just pop in on Facebook. Hey man, can I get a spot? He's usually always got space.
If you can text me tomorrow that you're gonna be there
Yeah.
to remind me. Can't be positive I'll make that one tomorrow, but if you're gonna be on a mic another time this week, let me know.
I think
Just give me some heads up.
We have Instagram, so do you
Yeah.
post your Instagram?
I can't stand looking at that shit.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I try to, but it's
I don't
like if you're not
think-
pumping out content every like 12 hours,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like you know your shit's drowning out.
I don't even have my phone on me. Right now.
True.
Yeah. I'm surprised you own a phone, Bobby. I
Yeah,
thought you
thanks.
wouldn't.
I appreciate it.
like,
No,
when you said
unfortunately, you have to have one.
He'll
I
leave
feel
it
you.
at home.
But you don't have to have it with you all the damn
He
time.
leaves it at
That's
home
true.
like a landline, and then he makes phone calls back.
good.
Yeah.
Our friend Kevin, who's with us today, has been telling him all day that I'm coming over. He had no idea. He was sitting in the car here while we went to get
They went to
coffee,
get coffee and donuts, and
he came by and he's like,
Where's the game?
what the fuck?
No, you know, he said that, hey, Robert, I knew you weren't going to have your phone, so I knew where you were going to be, so I showed up. I said, yeah, exactly. I rest my case. Why did I need my phone?
Hey man.
Right? He showed up. I got to see him. We're going to hang out. We're going to go, he's going to hang out. We're going to kill Tony. And yeah, we just did a show. I just did a show with Kevin, a private show, and we killed. And then they are booking us for a huge event, like 30,000 people.
What?
Yeah, and it's freaking.
That's wild. That's dope,
Yeah.
man. Congrats.
Yeah, it was such
That's
a feeling.
lit, bro.
Thanks. But I've been working with Kevin for a couple of years, and he used to come by in a limousine and pick me up. And hey, Robert, I got a gig, and always paid gigs, and they pay well.
No shit.
Yeah, he's been a good. But he's a great comedian. He was in a bad accident, so he lost part of his memory. So he's coming back. And the other night when I saw it, we performed, he had it again.
How long ago was the accident?
Last December,
Well,
not
that-
this December,
shit.
but the December.
Yeah, not
before.
like
No,
10 years
that
ago.
was the stroke, but I'm not
Oh.
sure when the accident. The accident was prior to that, several years. Then he had a stroke where he fell and hit his head on some ice.
Fuck.
This guy is indestructible, and so like I said,
hilarious.
Those are the people that got the best humor, dog.
Oh man, he's so good, and he's like my biggest fan. Even it's crazy.
That's amazing.
It's like a real blood brother, and so basically, he wants us to go full time, right? I've just been dicking around, so I'm geared to go full time right now. So and my son's been kicking my ass to go full time too.
Good shit.
So
Need that energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
just
so I've
changed
been-
my
I've been-
schedule too.
I've been
so I can
putting
get
up
more
more-
Change
time.
my job. I'm like, hey man, if you're not gonna take it as your
As a source of income.
a source of income
Yeah,
or the
man.
primary, like if you're not gonna give it
Dog,
that,
that's my big thing, man. Yes,
you
trying
know?
to fucking get like.
oh, and balance. It's hard to balance things.
I'm not
And-
trying to make a killing, bro. I tell everybody, I'm like, look, bro, I ain't trying to be rich. I ain't even trying to be famous. I want to make enough money doing comedy where I can pay bills, put some money away, live a nice life, take care of my kids. I ain't asking for a blank check. I'm just asking, you know. And people say
Yeah.
like, oh, well, you know, God in the universe gonna give you more if you ask for it. And I'm like, I know, but
Well, I don't even ask for it because then you could be selling yourself short.
right,
So basically, I'm just putting all my effort into it, and it's and as soon as you start doing that,
you gotta let it
magic
go.
happens.
Yeah, man.
so
like,
whatever
things
happens-
come to you.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
start,
man. The energy, man. You gotta
Yeah.
tap into it. And when you trying to like.
Do something,
Bro,
it won't
honestly,
happen.
that's like what the Kill Tony thing taught me, bro. It was kind of like a moment where it was like you wanted this so bad. I think I signed up like 32 times or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a year in total, like not going every Monday, but like in total, it was like a year and a half that I had been going to sign up.
I'm over a year now for my second time up. It's been over
Yeah?
a year, and I've
You've been
here-
up twice?
Been up once.
Once?
Once about a year and 3 months ago,
Oh, shit.
and I've been here. I might have missed one Monday,
Yeah, man.
and haven't got picked yet.
Fuck, man. That
No.
shit took me, I didn't show up to Kill Tony for like 6 weeks.
So 32 weeks, you
Yeah, I think it was like 32, 33, or 34, one of those.
yeah, and then you got picked.
I got picked, man. The way I got picked was crazy because they pulled the name out, and it like tumbled out. So he put it back, and then he put his hand in again and pulled my name out again. And even he was like, "Yo, this has never happened," type shit. So he's like, and I was
You
like,
pulled the same name out twice.
"Yeah," and it was mine.
Wow.
And even he was stunned by it. And I was like, "Oh man, if you watching this, you like this guy's gonna rock it. This guy's the next thing." And I went up, bro, and I bombed, and I was like, "Fuck."
There's some Cuban magic there.
Bro, that shit was such a humbling experience, but it also, I don't know, like I feel like
You probably learned more in that 1 minute than you did.
yeah,
For a whole
yeah,
year.
man. I fight or flight, I realized like I froze. I froze, but it definitely was like it brings you back. Not that it, I guess for me it was like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I don't think I'm funny as I think I am. I think I'm pretty fucking funny. Like I really wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I was genuinely like a funny person. You know what I mean? But that shit definitely made me feel like, well, you're not that funny, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you,
you need-
you swallowed your saliva.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit. So it was rough. It was like I didn't come back for like 6 weeks. Cause then I was like, at that point it was a little bit of like, yeah, for sure I'm deflated. No question. But then it was also like, how many shows am I missing out on waiting 3 hours when I can be putting these 3 hours in another
In
room on a
another
Monday?
room on a
You know,
Monday.
where I know I'm gonna get time. I'm not
Yeah,
maybe
it's at least 3 different rooms.
right. There's a handful of rooms. and
There
if you
are a
catch-
bunch,
if
yeah.
if you catch the right week, you can hit 3 on a Monday. You know,
Right, because everybody's here.
right. So,
Yeah.
so I didn't go back for a little minute. Obviously, it was like the performance of it, but then it was also like, let me get time in these other rooms and let me go out there and do a little more. But I forgot why I even talked about the Kill Tony.
No, we were talking about that because we were saying that
Oh, something you want so bad. So I felt like
Yeah.
I wanted it so bad, and I thought this was like, I never once put all my eggs in the Kill Tony basket. I've met a lot of comics that were like that. They were like, this is what I live and die by.
Yes, I
And I'm
know,
like,
I
nah,
know
bro.
them.
I do shows in fucking Liberty Hill.
That's called suicide.
Yeah,
You're
bro,
putting
kill
all
yourself, Tony. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I do shows like Liberty Hill, Temple. I'll drive to Dallas. I'll drive to Fort Worth. You know, San Antonio, San Marcos.
Yes.
I go out and I'll get it where I can.
Yes.
So,
And I think like even at Kill Tony, like if you're a beginner, what they really tell you is like, hey, you gotta go. You good?
Right.
You got a thumbs up. You gotta go practice now. You gotta go
sure.
through the process. You gotta go to the open mics, get your act together, and once you have like that material going, maybe come back, and then someone will give you a spot on there.
For sure.
Like, come open for me. But if you don't have that 15 or 30 minutes ready, then what's the point? If you haven't, like, keep going on Kill Tony, it
Right.
doesn't make any sense. Because they're going to be like, hey, get out of here. We told you to, go practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wanna hit a
I'm
beep-
good.
beep on? Want some beep on?
B-Paul?
Yeah.
You don't even know what that is, right?
I know what B-Paulin is, man.
100% beep on.
I don't know.
No,
man.
don't.
I'm good. I'm already, look.
He's already a little
I'm
shaky about
halfway into like Stranger Danger. And don't get in a stranger's band. And the last thing I'm about to do is take some motherfucking
sucking brown powder.
beef pollen that look like soil that I don't know. It should sound crunchy. I heard you crunch into that, bro. The mic picked that up.
All right.
Hell no.
Right.
Hey,
No, thank you.
I fuck
I'm
with
not
you,
gonna-
Bobby, but we gotta hang out a few more times
Right,
before
no,
I let you drug me.
I'm not gonna pressure you. It's
No,
not-
I know you're not, man. Like, I gotta feel comfortable enough to be like, you know what, I'm okay with Bobby just
Bobby just like shoving
doing his thing on
brown
me, man.
powder down my nose.
That's cool. I gotta get comfortable with it first.
No, it's good stuff.
No, I believe it, bro. I believe it. Yeah.
Makes you more alert. Gives your
so
body all the
fun.
nutrients you need.
Fuck with bees, man. Gotta save the bees.
Well, it's
man.
also great. For
Shout out Morgan Freeman, man.
It's a great side
Yeah,
effect.
save them for the bees. Yeah.
Greatest
Yeah,
side
man.
effect.
He
for
low
your
key
wife.
was like,
Your wife would appreciate the people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like bees like that.
Robert has to.
Hey, man.
I don't know if you got that one, but yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I see. I'm picking up what you putting down. I haven't heard that in so long. Somebody said that to me the other day. But picking up what you putting down. You never heard that?
That's old school. Slang.
That's like when you're saying something like
Oh.
you're saying
I
something
think I
like
get what you mean. yeah.
discreetly. Yeah, it's like I understand what you're saying.
Oh,
When you're
okay.
saying it discreetly, and then someone says like I'm picking up or you're putting down. Like we understand each other.
We understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Right
You
on.
see? There you go.
Yeah.
That one.
He's He's from Pakistan.
Yeah, I did
Is that
not.
for real?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all got the dopest wedding. My wife's best friend got married in Minnesota. She married into a Pakistani wife, family, and they had traditionally they said it was like 3-day weddings.
Yeah, it's the 3-day
They did
wedding.
2.
They did too.
Yeah,
Alright.
but they jam packed the 3rd day in that one for sure because it was lit.
You got my card. If there's any single women in the Pakistan.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah.
found out for you, man.
Alright.
They got their.
Some of them blow up pretty.
Robert,
big.
I think you like a rural woman from any country would
probably
be
be fine.
fine for you.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not-
hell
just-
yeah, man.
Yeah, you want like a
Look,
rural woman
You know, you
Yeah.
worried
who
about
doesn't know
using
how to
Tinder?
read and write.
This man pick up National Geographic, baby. You go like that.
Oh, I've seen that before.
There it is.
I saved a couple of those, man.
Hey, man.
National Geographic.
They'll get
Yeah.
you through some dark
I
times.
saw that. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I mean? And that ain't the bee pollen talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're talking. It's called the outdoors.
There you go.
Yeah, and the freedom.
The good old.
freedom.
outdoors.
Yeah, no, that's the
That's why
deep.
you like-
and with the airflow.
We call them patas sucias. And,
I like that. That's a good term.
yeah, it sounds like it, but it's
Yeah, it brings
30
out
feet.
the D pollen from your.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't
So
mind gardening if I have to.
yeah, that's right,
Saving the
man.
garden.
Garden.
So what I learned was don't chokehold the comedy because that shit was a big blow that I took.
Yeah.
When that opportunity, I felt like I had it, bro, right here in my hands, and I fumbled the bag, man. And I can't look at it any other way other than like, bro, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and it was supposed to fall through like that, and that wasn't for me. Because if you get hung up on like, oh, I blew it, and you're never gonna move forward from
Yeah,
it. You
you
just
never
gotta be
learn.
like, hey, bro, it is what it is. It happened.
Yeah.
Get better.
If it
Bottom
makes
line.
you
Yeah.
feel better, I was on America's Got Talent. I got 4 X's.
4? I thought they only gave 3.
No, they gave me 4.
Damn.
But I looked at it as 4 kisses.
Kisses of death.
And they did give me 5.5 minutes of airtime on NBC.
Hey, bro,
So that was worth gold.
that's
Worth-
it.
Yeah.
Where's
And
that?
keep in mind, it's all bullshit on there. Because I actually killed it.
Right.
And they edited it so badly.
Right. The
They took away my
producers.
punchlines, did all these things. I had a smashing good time.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Yeah, it
Fuck
was-
that.
it
They
was-
can't take that away from
No,
you.
they can't. It was unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
unbelievable.
dope.
But you'd never know it when you see the video online.
For sure.
You know.
Fair enough.
You ever see that TV show Spartacus?
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Yeah, so the story goes like he comes in and they're in the Coliseum. There's a fight. They're supposed to die. The Spartacus people are supposed to die, and he kind of like wins over, and then people are like, "Oh shit, Spartacus! Look at this guy," and everyone's like cheering him on, and he gets like a little glory. But when he comes against a real fighter, he falls, and he's like, "Please spare my life." And after that, he's thrown into the pits. He's like, "Hey man, you gotta learn from the start.
Yeah.
You had like you had like the energy, yes, and you
Right.
had that little spark, but you didn't really like start from the bottom. So
Right.
you gotta go back to the pits, learn from the fighting pits, and then
Move your way on up.
And that's the whole story of the show. Is like
It's his journey.
it's his journey that he comes in, he gets all the fame, and then just falls,
Yeah.
and then he gets back up, and then the whole story. So it's a good lesson. That's what I mean. It's
For
like
sure.
like now you're doing all these. You're basically a road comic.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
you're
way I
going
would
to
see
different cities. You're going,
That's my
across
big
Texas.
thing. That was my big thing. Like when I moved to Texas, right? Because like when we had the decision to move to Texas, I was like, man, I got in Miami, the closest city next to that, like metropolis, would be like Orlando, which is a 3.5 hour drive from Miami, and then maybe Key West, and that's an hour and a half, hour-ish, depending where you go. Could be anywhere up to like 3-4 hours.
Traffic to Cbas.
Side
Yeah.
note, I lived in Marathon, Florida.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, for like 3 years.
No shit.
Yeah, it was cool, but underage, there ain't nothing to do but party there.
Yep,
You know,
that's true.
If you ain't drinking, you get the fuck out.
Like think about it here. In 3 hours, you can go from Austin to Houston, Austin to San Antonio, Austin to Dallas, Austin to Fort Worth, Austin to Temple, San Marcos. So like I hit all these different places. Like the first year I moved here, I was already like hitting all these different mics in different cities, and I was like, oh shit, like this is what I moved here for. Like one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the big reasons was to do all that.
Did you get kicked out of Miami?
No, why would he get kicked out of
There's a
Miami?
lot of crime in Miami.
There is, bro, but you know what? I honestly, like, I love my city. I promise you I do. I'm gonna get a tattoo of it soon. But, are we rolling?
Are they making
Yeah,
you
we
do
still
that?
good.
Making you get a
Nah.
tattoo?
I love my city. I love
Well,
three.
Miami's really fast paced.
We got a
right?
song-
Is it
yeah.
it's like
I was a
10 times-
bartender. I was a bartender
Yeah, you know.
when I left.
Yeah.
And it was
In
crazy.
Miami?
In Miami, yeah, I was a
So
bartender.
would you say it's like triple the pace that it is here?
Oh, hell yeah.
If not more, right?
Oh, yeah. bro.
Miami?
We move
Yeah.
like that, bro.
Crazy.
You can tell the way he handles himself. That he's
It's like,
Yeah.
they don't fuck around, man. And it's like, we want it now, and we
Yeah.
want it. The problem with Miami is that everybody wants it now, and they want it cheaper.
right.
So then he'll do the job for 500, but I'll do it for 350, and in a week less. And motherfuckers are like, I don't want the quality. I want the convenience.
Convenience,
And
cheap.
then shit be breaking
And
down.
then they call me later and I go back and fix it.
for
For
600.
600.
Yeah, fuck yeah. So
Yeah, that's how it works.
I
No,
don't
Miami pace is crazy.
Yeah,
I've been
Miami,
there.
bro.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah,
heard
it's-
about it.
the
yeah.
fucking traffic. It's so crazy because it's like now that I don't live there, and bro, honestly, the only way I would ever move back to Miami, because people tell me, my brothers are still trying to get me to move back. Dog, the only way I'll do it is if it's a blank motherfucking check. It's got to be a blank check. Put whatever number you want on it, because I ain't no way in hell gonna worry about driving there again, having to go to the grocery store. I
Yeah.
mean, bro, anything you need to do is a mission.
Is a mission.
Like in Miami, we call it like, I gotta go bust a mission. Like I gotta go do something because you're really busting a mission. My bro, a true story.
Probably just getting out of the driveway.
My father-in-law to go. We don't have HEBs out there. We got Publix.
Mm-hmm.
To go to Publix, my father-in-law lives, no lie, 3-4 blocks down from this supermarket. He went and he spent so much time in the parking lot. He ended up just coming right back home. And he said, nah, bro, I couldn't do it. I couldn't find a spot. And he came back like, he's like, this was wrong with this city. He's like, how? Like, what? I'm like, dude, yes. And especially that plaza, because I used to live by there too. That plaza is crazy. We have a lot of old people. I mean, like 80, or 80.
Yeah,
People that
that's
should
what-
not be behind the wheel
Oh,
driving.
no.
Then we got people that ain't got licenses driving. Then we got young kids that shouldn't be driving. Bro, then you got dumb people drive. Bro, it is so bad.
You
There's
got
car
carjackers
horns.
driving, too.
Bro, you have
Yeah,
everything. And then people don't, bro, it's so bad. They're so rude. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my people. They're so rude. So rude, man. Like, you can tell the culture, like the Hispanic culture, and we're a melting pot out there. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But like, every now and then, I got taught, my family raised me. I'd say I grew up in a Cuban household. My Chilean side was only if I ever visited my family in Houston, which was like
Okay.
twice. I mean, now I fuck with them now and I talk to them and everything, but we didn't really spend a lot of time together. So I grew up in a Cuban household, Cuban grandma.
So you eat a lot of ham sandwiches.
Any ham and cheese sandwiches, hell yeah, baby.
I like the
roll.
crust on this.
Bro, we
the
get some
Cubans
fried egg. You get us
Yeah.
fried eggs, French fries, and a steak. That's all we need, bro.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
good.
get
I like
we're
that.
good. And there's a Cuban soda called Iron Beer.
Iron beer.
Iron Beer. It's got a guy with big muscles, and they call it Iron Beer because in Spanish, if you read it, it says Iron Beer.
Iron beer.
So everyone, oh, that moon Iron Beer. That moon, I'm like, it's Iron Beer, you
Iron
motherfucker. So I feel like I definitely grew up like in a Cuban household or whatever. Damn, you sidetracked me with that with the ham sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those hams.
Yeah, no,
that
they
Cuban girl
fire.
is the lesbian. She made me one
Them shits are
I told
fire.
her because I want to fix something for us.
Oh yeah,
And I
so
told her I had to have a Cuban sandwich.
All right. He got
Miami is just too crazy, man. So in my household, we would, no matter where we walked into, you said hi to everybody. Barbershop, nail salon, hair salon, Cbas, it didn't matter. You said hi to
That's
everybody.
good manners.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's how my parents, like I've always said it, we were never rich, never poor. But we definitely wasn't rich. But we were rich in like love and culture. Like my mom
hell
taught me
yeah.
how to respect people and this and that.
Hell
My
yeah.
grandma always said, my grandma slept in potato sacks in Cuba.
Yeah. That's
She
awesome.
came to America when she was
Did she
18.
smell like potatoes?
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't know her when she was 18. I wasn't even in her thoughts yet. But
Oh, there's probably pictures.
she'd always tell me like, bro, you couldn't pay like all these rich people with money. They could, with all the money they have, they can never buy class. They can never buy manners. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's a lot of the culture I was raised around. You know what I mean?
That's
Right.
great, actually. That's good.
But I wish more people. It's bad for the people because my wife, she was raised the same way, like same type of culture. That's why our families meant so well. But a lot of Miami's not like that, so it gives us a bad name. And that's why me and my wife were ultimately like, bro, we can't keep living here. The rent's going sky high.
Yeah.
The people are like most people from Miami. A lot of them are like trash, and they don't care about. It's literally called Miami, like it's mine. It's Miami. Everybody's my.
Also,
You know what I mean?
people who can't, like people who are like assholes who can't make it in New York, they move down to Miami.
Hey man, I feel like Miami's
Cocaine's a
spot.
hell of a drug.
He was
You gonna move to Miami? You thought about it?
No, I never moved to
Like a
Miami.
Too Fast, Too Furious movie.
Yeah.
I
hell
just
no.
went to visit, but
to
but
check
that's
it
what
out, see if
happens.
he was-
Like in New York City, same thing. It's like crazy. You want everything now. It has to be done now.
But New York got a different buzz.
That's what
They
I'm
got a
saying.
different- They got a different move.
Yeah, there's a different. Also, New York, people think that people don't take care of each other. We take care of. Like, there's everyone take care of everyone.
Right.
Like people know there's like a organic movement happening. Everyone's kind of like taking care of each other. But you're right about Miami is like my.
I mean, like I tell everybody, I go, bro, we don't have, like, we have culture. There is Miami culture, right? But it's not enriched like a New York, a Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Boston. Like, these cities got culture.
Yeah.
Chicago. Hell, even LA. LA been Hollywood since Hollywood. Miami really kind of started bubbling, really, cocaine era. That's where a lot of legacy in Miami started. That's where a lot of these sky rises you see now started and still getting built with that same money. The running conspiracy in Miami are like theory is that every dollar bill has like a little trace of cocaine in it
Yeah.
or whatever. There's still dollar bills out there that got that. But if you look at the city, it's a city that like got its not, and again, I'm not trying to say Miami never had no culture previous to cocaine. That's not what I'm saying. But where it really spikes. and
Spike, yeah.
Started moving, and what brought
Yeah.
and what made Miami so lucrative and made Miami such a hot spot is like that cocaine era, bro.
Hey man, that show Miami Vice was
I ain't
all.
seen it, but
It's
hear
about this like
Oh,
kind of like he's going
You
around.
just answered a question for me. I'm gonna write down. I'll share it with you.
You
You
know,
said
he's,
about
he's
the
like a
cocaine
cop,
and the
right?
dollar?
I've never
Yeah.
seen that show, right?
Now I know
Yeah.
why
But he's-
Cypress
he's
is
a-
happy with the dollar
He's a
bill.
so the show is about a cop like catching all these
criminal.
criminals,
Right.
and also like Scarface, and then you have
Yeah, for sure.
Narcos history about
Bro, the cocaine cowboys.
Yeah, the cocaine
I
cowboys.
worked in the fucking mall that they talked about the shootout, Dayland Mall. Like that was my first job was there. I mean, granted it was like 10, 20 years after the thing happened, but nonetheless,
Yeah,
like
it was right there.
King's Court, there's a place called King's Court on there that they had accidentally shot. They ran up the house and somebody just started shooting without getting approval. And the guy they were looking for wasn't home. I hope I'm not fucking this up, but from what I remember, the guy they were looking for wasn't home, but his family was, and they shot the family.
Whoa.
And I think like it was like they killed the kid, and then they were
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" And then they had
Yeah,
to
I
kill the
think that's
mom.
right.
It like got sticky real quick,
Oh shit.
but all because like it was all mishandled.
Mm.
And there was a shootout. They'll show you the place called King's Court. I lived 3 blocks. One of my best friends who's a cop, ironically, he used to live there, and we used to go there and hang out and everything. So that's why like Cocaine Cowboys was like that shit. Like it shows you really like how
Yeah.
Miami was, man.
And also this new show on Netflix, Sofia Vergara.
Oh, the godmother.
The godmother.
Griselda Blanco.
Griselda Blanco.
You gotta watch Cocaine Cowboys.
I've seen Cocaine Cowboys.
Oh, you seen Cocaine?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen part 2?
I haven't seen part 2.
Part 2 talks about her
I
story.
know the one. I've seen the one where they go to Russia to get the fucking.
Oh, I think that stopped recording.
What time are we
It's
supposed
okay.
to be back for
Yeah,
this?
that's it.
You have 10 minutes.
8 o'clock, are we supposed to be there, or 8:50?
Oh, he's not signed up.
I'm not signed up.
Oh, I am. When do they start calling names?
We have 10 more
Around
minutes.
like 8:15.
We have 10 minutes, Robert.
What is it, 8:50?
7,
They
5.
usually go like 8:15. Tony will do like his little intro.
Yeah, so you have
So
you
I'll
will
stay- I'll
we'll
stay till
we'll finish it.
8?
We'll finish it in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be
Every
good.
time.
We'll be good.
You'll be fine, Robert.
I'm not nervous or nothing.
No, there's a little
Yeah, I
itch.
know, bro.
Thing
Good.
called time that you're not aware of.
There's a
I'm aware
little
of time, but
itch.
sometimes I'm aware of my space.
There's a
That's all
little
that matters.
itch.
His crabs are out.
Yeah.
There's a
I
little
don't have
itch.
crabs, I just have dry balls.
All right. Cool,
Yeah.
And
man.
water, the soap, I think I'm using the wrong soap.
You call it margarine, I call it butter, bro. I feel you, man. Whatever helps you.
No, he's using
As long
the
as you warm it up first.
dishwash.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
using the
No, it's just-
dishwashing soap on his balls. So.
Oh man, story of my life. I lived in inefficiency. That's another problem with Miami. Efficiencies are like little ghetto rigged up rooms and apartments that people make in their house. So they'll grab like an empty bedroom and they'll like put a wall to disconnect it from the main house, and then they'll build a private entrance for it.
That's pretty much, I'm in a warehouse. And
Yeah.
I've kind of made myself an apartment up in the top of the warehouse.
Yeah, but that's different. You see,
But
like,
he's
a
talking
warehouse, we would make 4 efficiencies out of your one
Yeah.
warehouse. I would
Right.
live in one of them because that's
Yeah.
how I used to live. And I didn't have a kitchen in my efficiency, so I used to have to wash my dishes in the shower. So legit, I used to wash dishes in the shower, and like when you said dish soap on your balls,
Yeah.
true story, it's happened. And
Yeah,
then one
I've seen
time I
those.
cut my finger washing dishes in the shower, and that's when I stopped washing dishes in the shower. Because bro, it hurt my back so much to clean it in the sink that I brushed my teeth in. It was so low. My back cramping up. I'm out here trying to, if I move, you know how much shit I broke? I broke everything. My wife did not, she was my girlfriend at the time. She hated, she's like, I just bought you that mug and you broke it. I'm like, bitch, I live in a 4x4 box. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'd break shit by mistake. My pots are in my sink. Like, bro, coffee mug sitting by the
You
sink.
just paying shit.
Straight up. You know how many times I would wrap the towel around myself and knock something over? Bro,
Look at that.
dog,
That's real cute.
PTSD
I
shit.
was almost
That's real
about
cute.
to live in one of those places in New York City.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah,
looking at that one
But y'all
place.
call them studios.
I know
This is
exactly.
efficiency.
We call them shoe boxes.
Yeah, but you see, not every efficiency comes in the same size. Like,
Oh.
there's efficiencies that they'll build your very own bathroom. Like the person that lived behind my efficiency, it was a little bit bigger, but it had its own bathroom. Like, well, mine had a bathroom too, but they like built that shit bigger. So, like technically, like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, I always tell people, Carl and Will, they lived. Yeah, it was a pool house, but in Miami, that's an efficiency. So that's another level of efficiency where it's kind of like, it's like your own little place, but they come in so many different sizes. There's people, then you got to deal with landlords, AC unit. Like I knew some people that lived in efficiencies that they couldn't put the AC on after a certain time because the landlord had a problem with it.
Yeah.
But you're paying $500 a month and you're not signing a contract,
So you're not going to complain.
so you can't say shit.
No.
So you got to
Yeah,
put your
come
fan on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Miami gets humid.
Bro. Dog, I remember I lived in this place for 3 years and 3.5 years, and I remember every summer, bro, the first time termite droppings got on the bed, me and my wife came home from a date, and we're like, what the fuck is this? And we like start touching it, we start Googling it, it's like termite droppings. We're like, what the fuck? And then lo and behold, like a month later, bro, I had termites all up in my efficiency, like
Dang.
so bad. And it happened every summer, bro. It will always happen. I just got used to it. I was just like, oh shit, summer's coming.
Yeah.
The termite. Bro, there was a hole under my door, so when it started raining sideways, water would start coming underneath, bro. And I could never figure it out. And one day, I had a big ass window. And whenever I would hear the rain hitting it, it meant the rain was coming in sideways because I had a cover over my window, so it would never hit like this.
Right.
It would only hit if it was this way. So when that would happen, I noticed if the rain was going straight down, I wouldn't get water. When it was coming sideways, it would. And one night, it just started happening. Bro, I jumped out of bed, started looking, and I started seeing the water coming, bro. And I'm like throwing paper towels at it. I throw a whole roll. I throw another roll. I got towels going.
Damn.
Bro, 10 o'clock at night, I'm defeated, bro. Just got back from bombing, and I'm like, I'm not even that funny, bro. And this water's coming in, bro. Dog.
Being in Miami was probably a hurricane.
Yo, literally, bro. I wouldn't even stay there for hurricane season. My mom was like, nah, you gotta come back. You gotta come. I had to spend the night at my mom's house when hurricanes would come.
My
Or I'd
parents,
go to my wife's house at that
my
time.
parents were living in Cbas for a couple of years,
Oof.
and they were like right on the beach, and they had those special shutters
Yeah.
on their windows to close and they were like caught in a couple of them. And it was not. My parents were like, "This is not pretty, dude."
Nah, hell no, man.
Those
and that shit,
hurricanes.
Key Biscayne and all that area floods like this
Yeah.
now. Off of heavy rainfall, not
Yeah.
even a crazy storm. It floods, Brickell, all that.
My dad had a SUV, so his car couldn't it wasn't affected, but there was like his tires were under.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, my bad. How do we wrap this up? I don't want to take up.
Yeah,
much
well,
time.
so wrap it up.
Damn.
No. You gonna have any kids?
Call
or
it.
anything?
I mean, nah, man, not yet, but definitely, potentially, we've had the conversation, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's happening.
whenever the time is, it'll be.
Yeah, it'll be.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
I can get this ball
Does
rolling.
not need your help in that department.
Oh, I'm there.
Robert has
I
a
know you
mission of like populate,
I want to replenish the earth.
yes,
Hey, man.
repopulate the world.
Yeah.
We just gotta make
And-
sure this shit's an okay place. That's all I'm worried about for my little man and little girl.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna.
I
be.
want them to be in a
Yeah.
good place, man. I don't want
Just
them to
remember,
worry
all
about-
shit decomposes.
That's true.
So just remember that. And then what happens when it decomposes? It enriches
New
the earth.
shit.
New shit
come-
happens.
No,
Further.
no.
New
It
shit
enriches the
comes
earth,
on
and then
top.
green starts to grow.
Green grows. That's right.
So just
Unless
remember,
somebody-
shit is not always a bad thing because
Never.
once it decomposes,
Without shit, we can't do nothing.
no, and then we bury it, we're good.
We're
Life.
good.
Everything's gonna be
Life, man.
Finds
so
a way.
it's gonna be the
We're
world
here
is-
for a little snippet of the galaxy's time. So
Well, there isn't even any time. We're just all sharing space.
Oh, you had to bring up time.
We're all sharing
damn. Oh, you
space.
know what's funny?
Time. Long
What's that?
time.
My
The time.
dad had a heart transplant, right? And like he got a award for 20 years with a heart transplant,
Wow.
Wow.
and he lived 27. Fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he got this plaque, and on this plaque was this symbol. It's not just like this, but it's similar. And they wrote an article about him, and the name of the article is "All This Extra Time." So it's funny that you say the time.
All this extra time.
Yeah,
cool. That's
I've
cool.
always felt like it's been like the older I get, the more I've been like my dad's always like been in tune with me with comedy and like the importance
yeah.
of timing
Your
in
dad,
life.
your dad is inside you.
For sure. That sounds a little weird, Bobby, you know, but I understand what you
All right,
mean.
all right.
though.
Pause.
Full
Pause,
hetero,
Robert.
full hetero,
Pause.
full hetero.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't say that properly, but
No, you're good though, but I
Your
felt the
punctuation.
emotion. I
Yeah.
felt the energy behind it. I know
The
what you meant.
timing of it was
Yeah.
off.
You see what I
Well, I'm a
mean?
little bit off, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad you can feel that. That's good, because that's how I
Yeah.
meant. I meant it in a good way.
No, I know. I definitely feel you on that. But it's funny. I felt like my dad's always been like giving me the clue of like time. When it's your time.
It's
when
your
it's
time.
your timing when you're on stage.
When you're gonna be time for your children to be
Well,
born,
hey,
it's gonna
I
be
enjoyed
time.
having you on here.
I
You got
definitely, I
great
appreciate
energy,
you.
man.
I appreciate
Hell
you
yeah,
guys
it's
bringing me
Cbas,
on,
brother.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Bro,
Always a
no,
pleasure.
this shit was
Let's,
Any-
awesome.
let's
Hell yeah,
get some
brother.
more Cubans on this show because they got the best energy.
Good luck, man.
Hell yeah.
Cubans.
He's also from Miami.
I know,
Yeah.
well,
Right?
yeah, but
So many cultures.
Yeah, nah, hell no.
Miami.
Don't let the nose fool you, bro. This nose ain't never seen cocaine. This nose do nothing but get boogers and blow them out. That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
No,
Hell yeah.
It's good to have blogs.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tip of the day.
Tip
All
of the
right, well, I
day.
guess we take a picture together, right?